The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Okay, double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Check. Hey, lady. Hey, Delta. Here we go. 50. Mike.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, the Jets call on Ryan Quigley to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Go. Hey, Charlie. General West. Yep. Motion. Hey, lock it. Jim.
Throwing Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
There he goes right side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a handoff looking right. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak.
And to give this time to the tailback. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
61, matchbox right.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Switch it. You draw perfect. Take it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Crunch time, defense.
Lady, joker. Lady. Bravo. Greystone.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the safety creep.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
It's going to be a long day.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
54's Mike.
Hey, it's Orbit. 54 down.
Now Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's go, AT Gator.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Hey, Sam off.
Let's go, defense.
X3, 218, chop.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram holds it in. 23 yards on the play. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Go now. 60 or. Hey, I-7. Go.
Jones on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Slam. Hey, watch it.
Saquon Barkley running right. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Ready, ready. 15, line. 15, line. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Ready, ready.
Here's Jones on third down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Here we go, son. 50's the mark. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Man, 80.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Pull it high.
It's our field. Now, lady. Watch twist. Watch twist. Slam. Now, lady. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill, kill, kill. Hold the look, hold the look, hold.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Coming to you.
Third and long, it's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 6-yard line.
Check 53. 80 weapons.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Got it. Come on, set. 18 Gator. 57. Better breathe. You better. Hey, echo. Let me know right now. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
12 yards on the return that time, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
65, 65.
On first down, Darnold dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. A little juke. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 10 over. Chopper. Deep grip.
On second down, Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40-yard line.
Now the Pro Bowl kicker, Aldrich Rosas. Last year, he hit one from 57. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jones now operating from the gun. Finds his tight end Ingram. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check right. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Go.
You're not ready. Under 10. Mike,
Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. This is Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
On the ready.
56, check 56.
22 jet bombers.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's get off the field, D. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And the Jets first down.
Let's go, 950. 950.
At the 47-yard line.
Check it out, Reed.
On first down, it's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Rashawn Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashawn Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive.
Pilot, 64, reach.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Ready. Look at me. Zipper. 60 outlaw. Hey, foxtrot. Hard. Hit it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A first down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Here we go.
Snap.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
First down, Giants.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here we go.
Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Jones to throw again. He's got the rookie, Darius Slayton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 4th down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Hey, Alpha.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. There goes a deep ball. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 60 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Jets will extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 77 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer.
Giants 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And while it's going on...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. Two long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Able to slither by. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey.
Look, down.
On first down, Jones. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Delta. On.
Jones now. Off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go on.
To throw on third down, Jones. And Tate's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It's hauled in by Shepard.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
You go set 30 base. Yes.
Check.
Two.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dion Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants, and he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
He's going to look deep for Perriman, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
This is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Exit. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 5-4.
Watch the slants.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for New York. On the return, it's Tate. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Not a day in my life.